for mom signals, mom short for momentum burst trades. We were one and done for mom signals this morning out of the U.S. Session Open, pretty much on any index you're on. There was pretty good trading in the overnight session, but right after 8:30 to 8:32 U.S. cash session, first 2 minutes, we don't take signals. We had a first signal short, ran real fast to 100 points and then some. So one and done on that, fully automated. I left that on a bit, so it did over my 700 a day daily profit objective. There's another account that I trade. These are two master accounts that talk out trade activity to other accounts. That one I hit hard in the overnight session and worked the morning session. I let it run a bit and caught lots of nice moves. We had a big short. Anything after 100 points I protect. On lift, I bailed on that. We're getting a bunch of scalp dots. It got long. Then a secondary long, pushed a little bit, and I just flattened it out all the day. But it still had some exceptional, another short, really nice long, some additional shorts. And by then, it's already, an hour has already passed. The first trade of the day should have been done in just maybe about 12 minutes. To be done on the day, one and done. It makes up for yesterday. It was a bit choppy out of the open. But anyhow, mom signal, momentum burst was good. There was a pretty decent setup in the overnight session that I worked. Let's see, let's take a look at that. Now we are into the evening session. So you can see we pushed pretty hard in the Asian market period, chopped a bit, but then coming pre-market, we came all the way back up and hit this area. So that was like a levels test. And then we had an M pattern rollover. So we had a mom signal short, M pattern, and I worked some trade activity very light right in this area. Let me find my drawing tool. I worked this very light manually, and then I added some on this one that ended up having a really, really nice move. So I was out somewhere in this area priced. And then in the pre-market, I did get short again, manually light, and was pretty much somewhere out here as we traded into this area and then waited for the open. The open, we did have one and done on fully automated mom signal trade. But that retest evening session, W pattern, in the evening session, big pump, and then it just hit a brick wall. Traded down a bit in the beginning of the Asian session. And then right when we got to the European session, cash markets open, when their stock market opens, we retested that area, but then we put in a big M pattern in that. So pretty good trading in the evening session. And I was up last night since I was working on programming stuff. Let's take a look at the super bands when we're up in this area price. So you can see we were right up in that area price. So that's why I decided to work some manual trades. You can see what would play out. I actually thought it would push a bit higher, but it didn't. Rolled over. Let's see, pretty good right here. Had some M pattern activity. M, double top. And we had a M lower pivot high and rotate lower. We traded lower, another M pattern and rollover above the mid bands and with the main bands rolling over. So nice trend continuation area. This morning out of the open, we had a big push, just peaked our head above the bands. Boom, down we go. And then we're just scrubbed out here. So I'm done for the day. I've been flat for a while. I just want to trade it. Let's take a look at the pivot point trading approach, what it was looking like. Have some group building there for the beta group. About to send them out a update. Let them know what kind of wrinkle bars we're going to be working with and give an update on the progress. I have a fully automated strategy I'll be giving to the beta group. Working to see if I can get that out today. And I tested around the updated version. Had two things I want to change. The programmer is working on that. Once I get that back, I'll test if it all looks good. I'm going to put it out to the beta group for the pivot point trading approach. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, so we were short leading into the 8:30 U.S. session open. 8:30, kind of through that time period, we had a little bit of lift. Any down bar, we have red, the solid line. Matter of fact, let me embolden the PPT1 indicator line real quick. So first down bar we get when the PPT1 indicator is in a red condition after 8:32 U.S. Central Time. So we had a down bar, boom, we're in the trade. So we're in here a little bit earlier than the mom signals. The mom signals trade was somewhere right over here. That baby just ripped right away, well over 100 points. So we would have been one and done right out of the gates. Since then, we had a little bit of lift, long, then short, back to long, back to short. This is kind of optimized, though, for just playing out of the open. I can go into other optimizations to, short, long, short, there's a loser, long, winner, short, so on. Somebody that wants to trade for an extended period of time. And that is the objective of the Pivot Point Trader beta group, is to get this optimized for swing trading, get it optimized for intraday position trading, catching the bigger picture structural moves. Then another way to hit prop accounts, especially evals, and get them done really fast. Trade size right out of the open, get $2-3 grand per day on a 300K account. Maybe get 1,000 to 1,200 on a 150K account or more, depending on how much you want to risk. So pre-market, I'd have to optimize it for pre-market. I kind of have this optimized for playing the open. But theoretically, you could trade this thing all night long and all day long, for higher profit objectives optimized for that type of approach. Really quick one and done on the pivot points. As a matter of fact, I have an important update to the Pivot Point beta group that I'm about to send out there, letting them know what two Renko bar types we're going to work with. We have some free ones that I'm giving out to them today, and then there are some from other vendors that will evaluate, just so everybody in the group has options. Then all the knowledge we gain from the beta group, we're going to translate it over to scalp dot trading in the same way we're doing this, but using the AIQ1 indicator as the indicator to, with the scalp dot aspect of the A1 indicator, to kind of do the same thing, but with the AIQ1 package and overall program. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me put up the email. So make sure you take a look at the Grid Algo YouTube channel. I've had a lot of very unique content I've populated the last few days. And do you have questions to me directly, info@gridalgo.com. So there you have it. All kinds of good stuff. Pretty easy morning. One more day of trading this week. No big news releases tomorrow. I'm anticipating we'll have a good open tomorrow. I think there'll be, since we have volatility high, that very likely could maintain through the overnight session into tomorrow. So there you have it. Info@gridalgo.com for any questions. And you guys have a fantastic trade day.